For this session, we'll assume that all devices in our setup have been correctly assigned a DMX address as described in the previous session, fixture addressing. Now with the line of communication established, we need to tell the Freekie how each fixture is being controlled. More precisely, we have to tell it which fader controls pan, tilt, and dimming. First, you have to enter edit mode. Press and hold the edit button for 3 seconds. Once in edit mode, press the fixture button. The display now reads Select Fixture. Press button 1 in the row of fixture ID buttons. You'll see a little red light indicating that it's been selected. Once we've selected which fixtures we want to edit, we press the Enter button. The Freekie then asks which one of the 12 faders controls the pan function of the fixture assigned to ID number 1, which, in our case, is the Mac 300. Let's just clarify something here. The Freekie controls up to 12 different parameters of each fixture. These parameters are also referred to as channels. A few different examples of parameters are pan, tilt, gobo, gobo speed, color, dimmer, and shutter. The only way to check which channel the Mac 300 has its pan parameter on is by looking in the Mac 300 DMX protocol chart. We can see here that it has channel 8 as its pan channel. So, move fader number 8 slightly and you'll see that the display reads pan as channel 8. By pressing Enter, we move on to tilt setting. As you see, it reads channel as none. Again, by looking in the DMX chart, we learn that tilt for the Mac 300 is located on channel 10. Press Enter and we can set the final channel, which is the dimmer. The Mac 300 has its dimmer control on channel 2. The workings of a dimmer mechanism require us to input some more information than just the channel. By pressing Enter, you'll see that it asks for the minimum dimmer value. As the fader is being moved, the value changes. Again, you have to look at your DMX chart for the correct values. For the Mac 300, the minimum is 0. By pressing Enter, we're now asked to input the maximum dimmer value, in this case 255. Press Enter again, and you have successfully set up the communication between the Freekie and the Mac 300. As you can see, the display reads Fixture or Fixtures. This in effect means that you can set up more than one fixture at a time. Remember that we assigned one MX4 as fixture ID 2 and another MX4 as fixture ID 3. Now we can select both, as shown here, in effect killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Should you happen to select one by mistake, you can deselect it by pressing the button again. You only edit those fixtures that have the red LED turned on. Press Enter and the procedure is exactly the same as before. You'll notice that the MX4 has its pan on channel 4. And its tilt on channel 5. If the display suggests the correct dimmer minimum and maximum values, just press Enter. We've now successfully edited 2 fixtures at the same time. The last fixture to set up is the Mac 250. The Mac 250 has the exact same parameters for pan, tilt, and dimmer values as the Mac 300. So in fact, we could have selected fixture ID 1 and 4 at the same time. When all editing is done, leave edit mode by pressing the edit button again. The Freekie can control one or more strobes and smoke machines. Smoke and strobe activation is simple. Once you've done the following small setup, it's just a matter of pressing either smoke or strobe. But first we have to tell the Freekie how it should activate strobe and smoke respectively. As with the fixture setup, we have to enter edit mode by pressing edit for 3 seconds. Once in edit mode, we press the smoke button and we're asked to set up the active smoke scene, which for our kind of smoke machine is done like this. Press enter and set up the passive smoke scene. Passive smoke scene refers to the behavior of the smoke machine when the smoke button is not pressed. In normal situations, this is set to 0. Press enter and we've set up our smoke machine. But we still need to set up strobe. Just press the strobe button. It's exactly the same procedure. Set up the active strobe scene, press enter. Set up the passive strobe scene, press enter, and we're done. And we leave edit mode again. The last feature of the Freekie that you might want to set up is the follow spot. At any time in your show, you can press the spot button and have one of your fixtures act as a follow spot. Even if this fixture is part of a program show, the spot function will take control of the fixture and allow you to adjust pan and tilt manually with a joystick. Now it's time to get creative. The next chapter will have you programming lights in no time at all and guide you through your first Freakie light show.